Hello and welcome to a look at a Ninja mission for the Amiga, a game that was released by Mastertronic. Now, you would probably be aware of this game, but not necessarily this version, because Ninja Mission is a game that is known on the Commodore 64 and possibly other systems as Ninja, also released by Mastertronic. Specifically the Commodore 64 version, which I've already covered and covered a completion of, features extremely well animated fight moves, especially for a cheaper game, and of course an excellent soundtrack by Rob Hubbard. But as we've seen so many times before, games that were previously released on the Commodore 64, when they get an Amiga version, most of those versions are absolute garbage, and this game unfortunately is no exception. Gone is the excellent soundtrack. The animation quality is relatively decent, but to be honest, no disrespect for the Commodore 64 in any way, shape or form, but animation quality on a 16-bit system should never, ever be worse than an 8-bit. I'm sorry, it just shouldn't. The technology is there to supply the better, the high amount of animations and all that. So from a pure technical point of view, I'm not trying to knock the Commodore 64 in any way, shape or form. I'm trying to knock whoever programmed this game thing, whatever it's called. The music that's playing is so incredibly tedious. I think it sounds a bit like it's about 5 bars playing over and over and over again. Maybe I'm being a bit too rude in that regard, but it just feels extremely bleh to listen to. The fighting, you have quite a few different moves, and of course in the Amiga version you have a spinning kick, and it's not something you have in the Commodore 64 version, but it doesn't really matter. You have the extra spinning kick, which is by far the best looking animation, but it's not saying an awful lot because it's not looking particularly nice. By the way, for reference, that is a spinning kick. I'm very sure that some people consider it to be a roundhouse kick. That is not the case. You do a full circle when kicking, so you are spinning when kicking. Hence the term spinning kick. I just want to point that out. The pacing of the Amiga version of this game is much slower. The animations even look extremely stilted. I've already mentioned the music is bleh, and the sound effects are not much more than bleh either. The fighting, it becomes a hit your target 200 times before they go down, even when you are throwing the daggers and shurikens that you can pick up at your enemies. And of course, for some bizarre reason, the katana must be coated in I don't know, cotton or something, because the katana swing is doing no damage at all. Absolutely no damage. So you cannot rely on that to take out targets quickly like you could in the Commodore 64 version. This video is going to be relatively short, and I don't like doing short videos, but you know what? For this game, there's so very little to say about it, because it's the Commodore 64 version just worse. Almost frame for frame is exactly the same game, but more dull. The colors are a bit more sharp, the sprites are a bit more detailed, but if the gaming experience is not enjoyable, then it doesn't really matter. And for me, the gaming experience of this game was painful and boring. It's sad that so many times you see so many games released on one system being released, getting a version, whatever, on the other system, and that version is more or less relying on thriving of the name of the original version. That's what it feels like. I'm not saying that was the case, that someone was saying, oh, let's just release this mediocre game and thrive on the fact that everyone knows the Commodore 64 version of this game. I'm not saying that's the case. What I am saying is the case is the fact that if you want to play this game, the Commodore 64 version is 10 times better. If nothing else, just for the music. You don't even have to play the game. Just boot it up and listen to Rob Hubbard's amazing little soundtrack. So, yeah, and then to mention, good thing is the cheaper this game. The disappointment would be significantly lower than a full price game, but it is very, very forgettable. On that note, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye for now.